Hello friends, today we are going to do the chapter more on spreadsheets. In the previous chapter, you had learned about the importance and utility of Excel 2016. You also read about the basic components, features, ways to enter data and perform simple calculations. In this chapter, you will learn about the commonly used formula and functions in an Excel worksheet. You will also learn about the modifications done in the rows and columns of a worksheet. Simple functions and formula. Functions. Functions in MS Excel are inbuilt formula that use the data entered in the cells to perform complex calculations. The data entered in the cells is an input to the function called argument. In MS Excel, a function is written as is equal to function name attribute 1 attribute 2. Functions entered in a cell are displayed in the formula bar as shown in figure 1. In the above example, average refers to the average function and B2 colon B4 is the argument of the average function where B2, B3 and B4 are cells in the Excel sheet. Some important points to remember while writing a function. A function always start with an equal to sign. There should be no space between the equal to sign and the function name. The function name should be a valid Excel function name. All functions should be followed by an opening and closing bracket. To insert a function, first step, click the cell in which you want to insert the function. Second, on the Home tab from the editing group, click the arrow next to AutoSum. The AutoSum menu appears as shown in the figure. Third step, click the More Functions option. The Insert Function dialog box appears as shown. From the Or Select a Category drop-down list. Select the required category. From the Select a Function list, select the required function. Click OK. Based on the function selected, the function arguments dialog box appears as shown. The number of arguments depends on the function you have selected. Type in the cell reference and values in the boxes. Click OK. Formula. Formula is an expression that calculates the value of a cell. It generates the result of a calculation in the desired cell. Similar to a function, a formula should also start with the equal to symbol. However, it does not require a function name and attribute. You can also perform operations directly using the cell numbers. For example, the formula to calculate the average of the numbers in the cells A1 to A3 is equal to bracket A1 plus A2 plus A3 bracket oblique 3. To insert a formula, first click the cell in which you want to insert the formula. Second, click the formula bar. Third, type the equal to sign and enter the formula you want to use. Fourth, press enter. The results of the calculation appear in the cell. Selecting cells. While performing operations on data, you need to select various cells on which you want to perform the data. You can select cells either by manually picking them or by selecting them in formula bar. In either case, the result would be the same. First, select the cell where you want to store the result of the operation. Second, select formula bar. Third, enter a formula and within the parentheses enter the address of different cell whose sum you want. You can see the selected cells are highlighted in different colors to represent how they are selected individually. You can also select them manually. You can select non-adjacent cells in a spreadsheet manually by pressing the Control key at time of selecting. To select the entire worksheet, click the Ctrl plus A combination keys. Changing cell contents. You can easily change the data you have entered in a spreadsheet. You can click on the cell you want to edit and start typing the new data. This will clear the previous data and display the new data. However, if you want to edit only some part of the cell data, you need to double click on the cell you want to edit. To edit the data in a cell, first double click the cell that contains the data you want to edit. Second, move the cursor near the text that you want to edit. Third, select and clear the text. Fourth, enter the new text. To exit the edit mode, press the enter key. You can also edit text from the formula bar. The formula bar is a toolbar at the top of the MS Excel window. You can use the formula bar to enter or copy the text into cells. To edit text from the formula bar, first click the cell that contains the data you want to edit. Click anywhere in the formula bar. MS Excel is set to edit mode. Third, move the cursor near the text you want to edit. Fourth, select and clear the text. Fifth, enter the new text. Sixth, to exit the edit mode, press the enter key. To edit text in MS Excel, click the cell that contains the data you want to edit and press F2 key. Use undo and redo features. You can perform undo operation by clicking on the left arrow icon present on the top leftmost corner of the window. You can use this icon if you accidentally perform a mistake and you want to correct it without using the delete key. Sometimes while performing undo operation, you observe a change and wishes to go back to the previous text before performing the undo operation. At such time, you can use the redo operation by clicking the right arrow icon present on the top left corner of the window. This key will become usable only if you apply undo in previous action. This key will then get deactivated. Keyboard shortcut. You can apply undo by using a combination of Ctrl plus Z keys. Fact: MS Excel 2016 can have a maximum 1,048,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Inserting and deleting rows and columns. You can insert a new row or column in an existing spreadsheet. To insert rows and columns, first click the cell where you want to insert a row or column. Second, on the Home tab from the Cells group, click the Insert icon. A menu appears as shown. Third, to insert a row, select the Insert Sheet Rows option. A blank row is inserted above the active cell. To insert a column, select the Insert Sheet Columns option. A blank column is inserted to the left of the active cell. You can also insert multiple rows or columns in a spreadsheet. To insert multiple rows, first select the rows above which you want to insert new rows using the Ctrl key and left mouse button. Second, on the Home tab from the Cells group, click the Insert icon. Third, select the Insert Sheet Rows option. Fourth, depending upon the number of rows selected, new rows are added above the selection. To insert multiple columns, select the column before which you want to insert new columns using the Ctrl key and the left mouse button. Second, on the Home tab from the Cells group, click the Insert icon. Third, select the Insert Sheet Columns option. New columns are added to the left of the selected columns. To insert rows or columns in a spreadsheet, you can also right-click the required cell and click the Insert button. On the Insert dialog box, select the desired option and click OK. To delete a row or column, first click on the cell that belongs to the row or column you want to delete. Second, on the Home tab from the Cells group, click on the down arrow of the Delete icon. The Delete menu appears as shown. Third, to delete a row, click on Delete Sheet Rows. Fourth, to delete a column, click on Delete Sheet Columns. To select multiple rows and columns, press the Ctrl key and select the required rows and columns. Another method to delete rows and columns are: Method 1. Right-click the required rows and columns and click Delete. Method 2. Select the required row or column and press the Ctrl and minus key together, adding height and width of rows and columns. In MS Excel spreadsheet, the default row height is 15 points and column width is 8.43 characters. You can adjust the row height and column width to fit the contents in a cell. The row height and column width can be adjusted in multiple ways, like setting specific height or width, auto-fit contents, changing default width of the column, setting specific height and width. The specific height or width changes the height and width of selected rows and columns. To set a specific height for a row or width for a column, first select the row or column. Second, on the Home tab from the Cells group, click the Format icon. Third, a menu appears. To change the row height, A. Under Cell Size, click Row Height. B. In the Row Height box, enter the required value. Click OK. Fourth, to change the column width, under Cell Size, click Column Width. In the Column Width box, enter the required value. Click OK. Copying and moving data. Copying refers to duplicating data either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. Data can be in the form of text, numbers, and formula. Moving refers to changing the position of data either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. To copy and paste data, select the cell or range you want to copy. Second, click on the copy button in the clipboard group. The dashed lines will appear around the selected cells. Select the cell where you want to paste and click the paste button in the clipboard group. The data will be copied to the new cell. To move data, by moving data, you need not to delete or retype it. If you need to change its position in a worksheet, you can simply move data anywhere around the worksheet. First, select the cells or range that you want to move. Position the mouse pointer at the edge of the selected cells. Observe that the pointer changes from the white cross symbol to a move pointer symbol. Third, drag an selected cell to a new destination. You will observe that the data will be moved to the new location and is no longer present in the old location. To copy the cell, right click on the cell and copy. Then select the cell where you want to copy the data. Right click on the cell and click on paste. To use the autofill feature, follow these steps. First, type January in cell A1. Second, position the pointer at the lower right corner of the cell. The mouse pointer changes into a black plus symbol. Third, hold down the left mouse button and drag the fill handle. Release the mouse button. Fourth, the months after January will automatically appear in the consecutive cells as shown. Thank you, friends. Bye bye.